Shadowcoast here. We are playing Total War Warhammer 2, Alarielle the Radiant. We're going to do a Mortal Empires campaign here.
We must preserve this
And we will be
Light
playing
of the
Alarielle the
Outside.
Radiant. Alright, race attributes of High Elves. Intrigue influence can be spent on superior lords or used to affect diplomacy between factions. Espionage. Trade agreements allow line of sight to assets controlled by the trade partner, so we can get better line of sight and vision. Martial prowess. Superior coordination in melee combat when High Elves enter battle at full strength. So we want to make sure we're healed up going in full. So Avalorn, which is Alarielle the Radiant, also known as the Everqueen, has several faction effects. First, gains bonuses when all of Ulthuan is held by High Elves. Conversely, we receive penalties when regions with Ulthuan are not held by High Elves. So we'll see that when we launch the campaign. Hero capacity +2 for handmaidens. They're basically, in my opinion, very similar to assassins. Right cost -75% for invocation of Isha, which is one of the rights. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. We'll take a look. Lord effects. Alarielle leaves lingering bonuses on regions she visits. Basically, I think it's public order and minus corruption. Alarielle weakens as chaos grows stronger. For mortal empires, as chaos invades, we will have to keep an eye on that. Finally, we get missile damage +15% for Sisters of Avalorn and Handmaiden units. Starting units, we have Sisters of Avalorn. These are one of my favorite units in the game. They're just absolutely beautiful and devastating. Look at the range, 180, 22 with magical attacks. Next, Alarielle does and can recruit druids, and I forget what that building's called, but we will take a look at it. They're basically an enhanced frontline or mainline infantry unit with magical attacks, and then we also start with some monstrous infantry treekin. They're basically like rat ogres. I think rat ogres have better bonuses, and these guys are fairly slow, 34, 36, 36. So something to keep in mind. You can see here we are on Legendary, which is the hardest campaign mode, as well as Very Hard, which is the hardest battle mode. So this is a Legendary campaign. So let us get started. I do have a Crone Hellebron campaign going on. I will continue it. We made progress, and then I got distracted by Battletech, which is my most favorite game this year, although Total War Warhammer 2 is a close second. I just wish CA didn't keep charging us for all the DLC content. So let's jump into this and give our Alarielle campaign a go. Legendary campaign. Also note, I have not played for several months, so my micro skills might be out of practice.
Most serene majesty, your radiance shines brightly, even though the darkness is now upon us. Cain's servants threaten the forests of Avalon, having gained a foothold on Ulthuan at the Phoenix Gate. Further still, they hold the Shrine of Cain, and the source of immense power that resides within it. Its power may be the key to staving off the evil that spreads through the world. Across the frozen seas, savage men, followers of chaos, voyage to war and destruction. These are the very acts which sap your strength, my queen. Strength and purity can still be found in some men of the old world. Forming bonds with the Dukes of Bretonnia will strengthen your position when protecting Ulthuan. For you, my Radiant, are the shield of Ulthuan, its protector and mother. Do not let chaos usurp your rule. An eternal reign for an Everqueen.
There we have it, how they play Avalorn. We're going to read through this quickly. Defender of Ulthuan. Protecting the realms of Ulthuan from enemies is paramount to Avalorn. Both the inner and outer realms bestow powerful benefits if held by the High Elves, but also weaken your resolve through negative effects if they fall into others' hands. Mortal World's Torment. As chaos seeps into the world, Alarielle's strength and power weakens upon the battlefield. Only reducing and ultimately ridding the world of these armies of chaos will allow Alarielle to regain her former strength. Power of Nature. The Everqueen's power is that of nature itself. As her court passes from region to region, she brings great joy and reward to those who stand beside her, boosting their public order and reducing the corruption they face for a period of time. And finally, the Sword of Cain. The Sword of Cain is a blade of ancient and terrible power. Its bearer is granted prodigious strength in battle, yet stewardship of the sword can lead to civil unrest. Those in dire need of such power may seek out the weapon as a last resort on the island of the Shrine of Cain, but so too may those with more nefarious aims. Now up here you can see Defender of Ulthuan. Right now the region is not owned by us. You can see we are at war with some Dark Elves over here, Scourge of Cain, which we need to eliminate. So we have minus public order, minus income, minus plus construction costs, and minus diplomatic relations. Um, okay, we have our first mission here. I think it's just like, yeah, what is it? Razor sack 3 different settlements, or occupy. We'll be occupying most likely. Let's take a look. We're just taking stock. Handmaiden resistant. Ooh, look at that, guys. Plus 5% magic resistance, missile resistance, and melee defense. This is probably one of the best traits I've ever seen, and we are very lucky to have it started. We're going to take a look at buildings here. I think what we want is, here it is, wood root entrance, which can be upgraded to wood root entrance revived, so we can get some monster treemen. These guys are pretty badass, but we're getting the dryads. We'll see here in a minute what the differential is, so that takes care of that. We will be playing very aggressively here, guys, because we need to, and that's the way we win. We have the Stave of Avalorn, which gives us power recharge rate, which is fantastic, and a bonus for Earthblood, which is a skill. Now, one of the things I will mention is when you're playing a caster, you probably want to get some of the casting abilities as your main legendary lord. I personally prefer melee lords, and then upgrading the I guess army talents, and then the I guess other talents to increase healing and other aspects. Really getting lightning strike will be paramount at some point, and then also quartermaster. So the way we're going to do this, guys, is we will upgrade most of Earthblood and the casting piece, as well as the top line one, just to make her you know, more mobile. But then we will be working on this bottom one, especially as chaos grows. Now, one thing I wanted to show here is I'm going to pin. Let me see. Can we? How do I do this? It's been a while. Alright, there we go. So we are comparing the Dryads to basic Spearmen. On the left you can see the Spearmen actually have better health, 560 health, 120 units versus 100. But they have worse armor, they have slightly better leadership, they're slower, lower melee attack, better melee defense, lower weapon strength, and lower charge bonus. So we will be using these guys in the front line. We're going to try to circle around with our Dryads here as we enter battle. Now we are going to try to take Taurus or Rior. My main mission is to expel people from Ulthuan, especially Scourge of Cain, and we're going to try to secure our first province early on here. So we will enter battle. We're going to fight this. Basically, we know we're going to win this battle. What we are trying to do is take as little or few losses as possible. And, oh, nice. I also did not realize we have some Alarielle Reavers, Shock Cavalry. Not sure why the tooltips aren't showing right now. They were a second ago. So that's even better. That'll help us run down their Dark Spear Shards. Can't remember what they're called. It has been a few months, guys, so bear with me as my micro skills might leave something to be desired. Nice. Alright, so how are we going to line this up? The way we're going to line this up is... let's see. So Vanguard deployment, monstrous infantry. So you guys do have Vanguard deployment. Starting battle. So where is there? We're gonna break into that. And these guys are gonna come around. So we are gonna try to screw up their kind of leader units. We are trying to run through and disrupt their archers here.
As you say, acknowledged. Understood. 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 Truth, justice.
Oop.
Battle call. We advance.
Alright, so come on, get out of there.
Saurian willing. Asa, forward.
Alright, so we've broken their main unit. We're gonna bring our monsters in. Monstrous. Yeah, run these guys down. And I want, yeah, look at that. Those bolts are awesome. Monstrous infantry.
Apace. We go.
Come on.
Swiftly. As you say, march. Illyrian breathers. Yes. Illyrian breathers. For duty.
Alright. I want you guys to come back.
Awaiting orders.
Illyrian breathers. Onward. Forward.
Yeah, knock these guys over. Let's get a nice little charge going.
Advance. We go.
You're running through them.
Asurian guides us.
Royal Guardian.
And
Lafine.
oops,
Battle
these guys
call.
lost their...
Onward. Asurian guides us. For Asurian.
Alarielle.
By Alarielle. Just to all. Setting forth. Make of one proud. Orders understood.
Following Ephion.
Alright, we're taking more losses than I'd like here.
Priestess of Isha.
Can I be praised? Asurian guides us. March. Quickly now. Moving out.
High Priestess. Touch and wither.
Okay, so we just need them to...
Setting forth. Illyrian breathers.
Alright, heal my...
Moving out. Make of one proud.
Who's left?
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Forward.
Alright. So, little rough micro to begin with. Our front line took a lot more losses than I'd like. We lost 95 to their 326. So hoping to mitigate this. So the reason that we want to limit our losses, especially in these, well, really any battle, is because they're going to send tons of units at us. Looks like our Sisters of Avalorn led the kill count, which is fantastic and to be expected. Our shock cavalry didn't get that many. Now, granted, we did use them to
We
more
are the world's
disrupt
protectors.
um,
Order rules here.
the enemy. Excuse me, disrupt the enemy infantry, enemy archers. All right, so this gives us recruitment cost for archers and northern spearmen, sea guard, and bolt thrower units. So we're definitely going to get that. Now, one thing I don't see here is Shadow Warriors, Missile Infantry, Master Ambusher, 180, 20. Huh, that could be an interesting unit. I like chariots, but they're kind of expensive, so sometimes I'm questioning if it's really
Alarielle
worth
the Everqueen.
getting. So we have armor piercing damage now, which is fantastic. I'm gonna build out our core here. Now they will probably attack us. If I were them, I would. What do they have here? They do have Reaper bolt throwers. That is something we're going to need to disrupt with our cavalry. Alright, let's see what Scourge of Cain, what do you have on the docket for us, guys? What do you have on the docket? So we're going to try to secure this province, and then we are going to do our best to take Phoenix Gate. I don't know if we're going to get through all of that in this first episode, but we will try. And here we have it. They are coming at us. Oh, hold on. So what is this? Reload, melee attack. We're gonna give that to you. And what is this? Augment, passive. Can give that to you. So 180, 30 with magical damage, missile damage, armor piercing. We are going to try to get their lore down to a low level, although they will most likely retreat and survive. So we don't want to kill their lord. We just want to severely maim him. We're going to start deployment. I don't want to gamble on this one. Alright, so we're going to line you guys up here.
Loyal! Without fail!
Alright.
Loyal Guardian.
We want you guys to be thin. 5, 7, 6 out here.
Servant of light.
Swiftly! We go! As you say! We away!
Battle awaits. Alarielle the Everqueen.
Acknowledged! Understood!
Alright, so we're gonna try to disrupt.
As you say!
Yes, for the Everqueen.
Moving out! Swiftly!
Sisters, with me.
Loyal! Onward! Setting forth! It shall be done! By your command!
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Alright, keep running. Keep running, just disrupt them.
I fire at this!
To war.
We go! Assa forward! Anathema!
Alarielle the
Oh,
Everqueen.
what is happening?
Illyrian Illyrian reavers!
Spearmen! To the fray!
Alarielle.
Alright.
Illyrian reavers! Assa forward!
Oh boy.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen. With me!
Time to go!
This is gonna be a squeaker, guys.
Lathane!
Die, rookie!
Isha's will.
Spearmen! Oriole!
My bloodlust is
For the king!
Illyrian reavers! Onward! For the Everqueen!
Alarielle the Everqueen. Isha's chosen. Alarielle the Everqueen. My queen commands! Light of Avalon.
March! Spearmen! Serve the king! Quickly now! Apace! We advance! We away!
Saint Louis! Advancing! Sister of Avalon!
Oh, nope. I don't want you guys to kill him. Don't kill him.
Handmaiden of Alarielle! Forward for Avalon!
Spearmen!
Alarielle the Everqueen.
Loyal! For Alfred!
For Old One. Handmaiden of the Everqueen. Following orders. The Everqueen. Onward! Alarielle the Everqueen. Under her protection, Avalon! Guardian! Ready! With haste!
Uh-oh.
High Priestess! Isha!
That was quite the squeaker. Are you out of... Oh, you're out of ammunition. Alright, so normally... Yeah, it's 215 to their 354. Not great. Um... 166. Avalorn doing great. Sisters of Avalorn, there are MVPs. 166 kills. You're going to want to get multiple units. Alright, so normally I would just take gold. We're going to replenish a little bit since we're going to be fighting constantly. So we're going to run this guy down, take him out.
Light in the darkness.
Capture Phoenix Gate. I don't know if we'll be able to do that
Alarielle
in this
the
episode.
Everqueen.
Alright, so we're gonna get Earthblood, better healing, replenish troops, definitely. So this guy is normally 120, 120. You know what? I'm going to
High
keep him as
priestess.
is. We're going to take
The greater
this
good.
guy out.
We fight for the greater
We're
good.
gonna fight this. We don't want the computer to cheese us and just take out a unit. We'll probably be combining these two guys. I wanted to wait. I figured we'd take a few more losses, then combine them to reduce cost. Hoping this is an easy route.
Isha's
I
chosen.
think it should be.
Alarielle's queen.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Spearmen! It will be done.
It's our kind of front line.
Orders.
We'll normally divide up these archers.
Illyrian Reavers.
Senlui.
Without question.
Alright, so
Blackhorn! Understood. Asa forward! By your command. It will be done.
Awaiting orders.
We will take the Widowmaker. For duty. March.
Ready. Kill them.
nice. Took him out. This will be a slaughter.
Illyrian Reavers. Quickly now. Weapons ready. Assyrian guides us.
You still want to take friendly fire.
Moving out.
The Outward!
Look high. Look high. Look high.
Spearmen!
We go. Orders received. March.
Now, I don't think these guys will be able to. I think they're just dead. So we took one loss. I think we should have wiped them out. I don't know if they can retreat after attacking and failing. Load times are a little bit longer
Light
than I remember.
triumphs over darkness. Be free.
So yeah, we wiped them out.
Senlui. Alarielle the Everqueen.
So we will attack next turn. Alright, this is up. We're gonna build this. 3 more turns. So we will attack Evershale on the next turn. I'm hoping they don't raise an army. Ooh, we were gonna combine and save on a unit here. Forgot to do that. We'll just put the weakest unit out front to tank a lot of the damage. We're building out our archery core. The thought process there is we just riddle them with arrows if they don't have shields, weaken their front line, and then break through their front line, and then as they rout, we just hit them in the back.
Elf's queen.
Nice little army going here. 14 stack.
Asa, attack. Isha's light. To battle.
We
We fight for the greater
We're
good.
just gonna, yeah, knock them out,
I
occupy
am
it.
your queen.
So there we have it, guys. Do we want archers with armor and Lothern Sea Guard? Maybe eventually, but we're not going to spend the cash on it right now.
You must
We're going to focus on growth,
Isha's
and
chosen.
let me see. we will combine this unit.
Queen of Avalon.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are ill at ease.
We're gonna play a little defensively. We're waiting to
Chosen
get
Alicia.
1 or 2 dryads in 2 turns, and then we will take on the gates. Where there we
Everqueen
go.
Of Althwan.
We're gonna take Life Plume. We're gonna let me see. That's protection. Shoot. So we're gonna get 1 of each of these at least.
A
How's
noble
our
heart.
handmaiden? We're gonna make you a weapons master, weapon strength. Gonna go with weapon strength. Just make her kind of a assassin sniper. Alright guys, so one thing we haven't looked at is research. We're gonna need a rallying field. To get a rally field, is that the next level up?
Order must be
That
maintained.
is. Let me see here. Spearman. Northern Sea Guard. Alarielle Reavers. So you know what? To get research rolling, guys, we are gonna pay for this. I don't know if I'm gonna use that many Northern Sea Guards. When we look at them, what do they have? 40 armor, but they're only 90 of them. They do have range and a charge bonus. They're anti-large. They're missile and spear infantry. 22 ammunition, 20 missile damage versus 20 missile damage versus 20 missile damage. The big difference here is they're closer range, but their melee attack is 22, 32 versus 16 and 18. Armor 40 versus armor 40, leadership 70. So they're good. They're like a decent missile infantry. They're just a lot more expensive. I'd rather almost get regular archers since they're cheaper to upkeep. But these guys have a little more staying power after they run out of ammunition. 22, 24. So we'll see. Northern Sea Guards with shields make it a much more compelling argument. So we will see. White lines of trace, armored, armor piercing. Good frontline unit. And like to fight in forest. So there you have it, guys. This is episode 1. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please post. Let me know if you're also playing Total Warhammer 2, what your favorite factions are, and I'm always open to advice. Catch you in the next episode. See you later.